and gentlemen, the question this evening. Is Mamata Banerjee a better candidate to captain India's opposition than Rahul Gandhi or the Congress party? It's a question that is now being debated because an important ally in the India bloc, the TMC, is pitching their leader openly for the top job. You will hear from all of them in just a bit, but their basic argument is this. Didi's strike rate against Prime Minister Modi is much better than Rahul's, so she should be the face of the alliance, they say. We know this. In politics, ladies and gentlemen, you're as good as your last election. So the Congress's spectacular performance in the Lok Sabha elections, where it scored a 99, has been conveniently forgotten, and its spectacular defeats in Haryana and Maharashtra are being held up to suggest that Didi perhaps would do a better job at leading the alliance. Listen in to what parties have said today.
Mamata Banerjee is the tallest leader of the India bloc. She is the one. Every time Modi came, tried to insult the people of West Bengal, tried to insult the culture, the tradition of West Bengal, tried to insult Mamata I.N.D.I.A. Every time she became stronger, and she is the only one who has stood there strong. So obviously she should be the leader of India.
TMC MPs are saying that saying that Mamata Banerjee should lead the India bloc right now. That's a good joke.
अगर ये सहमति बनती है, इंडिया ब्लॉक में सारे मेंबर्स आकर मीटिंग रखते हैं, प्रस्ताव रखते हैं, उस पर भी चर्चा होनी चाहिए. पर अभी माहौल ऐसा है कि बाई इलेक्शंस हुए हैं जहाँ पे आपस में लड़ाई हुई है, तो देखते हैं. वी विल वर्क अ सिचुएशन आउट, बट वी आर वेरी क्लियर कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन और हमारे प्रजातंत्र के साथ खिलवाड़ नहीं होना चाहिए. उसी के आधार पे हम लोग सब एकजुट हुए हैं, वो जिम्मेदारी समझते हुए वो जिम्मेदारी का पालन हम करेंगे.
टीएमसी ने बार बार कहा है कि ममता बनर्जी को ही होना चाहिए लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन, बल्कि इस बात को तो उद्धव ठाकरे जी ने भी कहा है. तो अब ये उनको सोचना है, ये उनको तय करना है कि उनका लीडर कैसा हो, क्योंकि टीएमसी ने या फिर उद्धव ठाकरे की शिवसेना ने बाकायदा इसका ऐलान सबके सामने कर दिया है कि उनको कोई भी विश्वास नहीं है किसी भी तरह का राहुल गांधी जी की योग्यता पर और उनकी काबिलियत पर और उनकी लीडरशिप एबिलिटीज पर.
Alliance partners are increasingly marching to their own individual beats, and it has been visible to all since the parliament session began last week. Today, when the Congress led a protest near the Makar Dwar in Parliament over the ongoing Adani bribe scandal, two of its key allies, and let's put those pictures of the protest on our screens now, two of its key allies, the Trinamool Congress and the Samajwadi Party, simply didn't show up. Why? Because the TMC and the Samajwadi Party both feel that the Congress obsession with Adanis is derailing discussions of issues important to them. The TMC wants a discussion on inflation. They want a discussion on unemployment. They want a discussion on deprivation of funds to opposition-ruled states. The Samajwadi Party wants Sambhal to be debated in Parliament. One TMC MP, in fact, has gone ahead and accused the Congress party for harming the decorum of democracy and stalling Parliament's proceedings. Now, further querying the pitch is the Congress response to Mamata Banerjee as the India bloc boss. You just heard Manikam Tagore. He's saying the suggestion is a good joke, but the allies are saying it is something to think about. So is it something that the India bloc is thinking about, that the Congress is a spent force and maybe it's time for a new leader to lead the opposition alliance into a new year? Dr. I.N.D.I.A is spokesperson of the BJP, joining us on the broadcast today. Perfect opportunity for the BJP to once again start mocking Rahul Gandhi. Tehseen Poonawalla is a political analyst, joining us on the broadcast. Will be speaking on behalf of the Congress party. Actually, he'll be speaking on behalf of himself, but I hope the Congress party as well. Tausif Ahmed Khan is a lawyer. He's a political analyst, joining us on the broadcast. Tausif, good to have you on the show. Faizan Kidwai will be speaking on behalf of the TMC, ladies and gentlemen. Faizan Kidwai is national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, joining us, and Advocate Anmol Panwar is spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, joining us as well. So we have got allies in, we have got the opposition in, we've also got the BJP in. Let me start by you, Tausif. Tausif, one understands that the last couple of months have not been particularly good for the Congress party, given their defeats in Maharashtra, given their defeats in Haryana as well. But why this sudden chorus from within the TMC to suggest that the Congress doesn't have it in it anymore and therefore it is time for Didi to become the face of the alliance? What has suddenly changed? Tausif, you'll have to unmute yourself.
Yes. Shreya, this pitch for Mamata Banerjee to lead the opposition front is not new. We had raised this voice in the last election as well. And, why not? The question is, she's a 5-time member of parliament. She has held various ministries in the union government, even under Narasimha Rao when Narasimha Rao was prime minister. Now she's the 3rd-time chief minister of West Bengal. She's a party supremo, a founder of a Trinamool party who and successfully leading Bengal. She has turned her dream into reality. She's the one who saw a dream of Mamati Manush in Bengal, and she turned it into reality. She fought with the mightiest of the then left front government in West Bengal. And now that party is reduced to zero. So right now we are facing one party at center, BJP, who has been in power 3rd time in a row, and who is just winning election like anything. So having a leader really makes an impact. No one is criticizing here Rahul Gandhi or Congress. I mean, yes, there has been a lot of criticism. Mamata Banerjee has always maintained that Congress, being the largest party in opposition, will have to concentrate on those constituencies where they are one-to-one with BJP. This was suggested by her long before. In the last 2-3 elections, she has said this openly also, that about 180 seats or about 200 seats, Congress must concentrate and take head-on the BJP, where they are one-to-one with Congress. The rest of the constituencies across the country is the regional satraps, where Congress must give way to let them take on the BJP 1:1, because whenever there's a split in opposition, it helps BJP. There are several seats, even in the last election, this year's MP election, several seats where the opposition vote was split.
But there is a split in the opposition already.
No,
but there is a split in the opposition already. The fact is that the Congress held a protest against the Adanis outside Parliament. Did the TMC show up? It didn't. Did the Samajwadi Party show up? It didn't. My question to you is, chaliye, you are pitching for Didi, but you are saying no problem with Congress. Obviously, Congress ke saath aapko kuch to problem hai na. I want to ask you what that problem is. Why you think the Congress doesn't have it in it anymore to lead the alliance?
No, as I said, it's very simple. The kind of political experience that Mamata Banerjee brings, the charisma that she has, the mass leader that she is, and the acceptability that Mamata Banerjee has across the board with all the opposition leaders, that will help. If you're saying, if there's a criticism that opposition is not united, I guarantee that opposition will stand united when Mamata Banerjee is leading the opposition. And the opposition is basically it's all the leaders are equal. The first among the equals. That is how it should be seen. No one is bigger or smaller. No one is fighting against each other. What we need is to bring the experience that Mamata Banerjee has in all these years in her life in politics. We want to utilize that. We want to use it for strengthening the opposition and to defeat the BJP. For BJP, it is easier to target other leaders.
I've got your point. Tehseen, just come in here. Essentially, the argument is, Mamata Banerjee has immense administrative experience, much more than Rahul Gandhi, and the TMC has a point there. But the argument also is, strike rate dekho. Rahul Gandhi ka strike rate dekho, Congress ka strike rate dekho against Prime Minister Modi, and see Mamata Banerjee's strike rate against Prime Minister Modi. Mamata Banerjee has scored 100 upon 100 as far as strike rate is concerned, defeated him twice in West Bengal. And based on that electoral logic, Mamata Didi should be leading the alliance.
Good evening, Shreya. Thank you so much for having me on the show. There is a muhavra in Hindi कि घर गांव बसा नहीं और लुटेरे आ गए. There's also another मुहावरा कि बच्चा पैदा नहीं हुआ, उसकी मुंडन की तैयारी में डीजे कौन है वो टीएमसी तय कर रहा है, डीजे कौन से गाने बजाएंगे. भाई, calm down. There are two issues at hand. First of all, the India Alliance, and Shreya, you're a very senior executive editor, does not have a formal chairperson or deputy chairperson that Miss Mamata Banerjee ma'am is asking for it. It doesn't. It's an alliance of political parties at a national level who at times fight each other at a regional level. It's a very federal alliance. So there's no chairperson appointed. Now, if Mamata ji does want to think that there is a possibility of her being chairperson, or Sharad Pawar sir may want to think about it, or anybody else, there's a way of bringing it in the India Alliance meeting, and please bring it in. But to do these hit jobs, when Parliament is on, the need of the hour is to stop the BJP from disrupting Parliament. Because Shreya, you've covered Parliament and I've known your journey as a journalist. This is for the first time in our history in the last 1 year that the government in the centre is running away from debates in Parliament. Yesterday, a decision was reached that on all important issues, be it West Bengal, be it Sambal, Ajmer Sharif, Manipur, and Adani, the government will have a discussion. The rules could be decided. And the Vice President of India and Chairperson of Rajya Sabha quotes Murphy's laws and says what will go wrong and adjourns the House. Sure, you enter Parliament, the minute the opposition starts speaking, the government creates a ruckus and they run away. Now, instead of pinning the government down, where crores and crores of our taxpayer money is going down, we have to pin them on GST, which is your next debate. Some members of Parliament who gave you a bite, who are earlier in BJP, later on in Congress, and are going out for opportunities everywhere, want to see how they can score political brownie points in West Bengal. Can you please relax? Let Parliament session get over. Let us pin the government down. Whether Congress won Maharashtra or no, whether they won Haryana or no, whether you will future win West Bengal or no, those are matters for later on. Right now, let's get a parliamentary strategy correct. That's point number one. Point number two, I don't want to make this about anyone's administrative skills, but we saw the administrative skills during the Kolkata rape. Your channel covered it. We saw the response. We saw during Shah Jahan Sheikh. We don't want that administrative skills in the country as well. We saw cartoonists are put in jail. So what should be a common minimum agenda of India Alliance? I think there can be a discussion. And there is nothing wrong with Mamata ji leading it. She is a woman chief minister, 3-time chief minister. She's very graceful and she should lead it. There's nothing wrong. But let's have a formal meeting. In fact, my proposal one step further. And when I do meet Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul, just one line, I would like to tell him, why not have a shadow cabinet where we can have a shadow prime minister? And why not Mamata ji? Why not Mamata ji? A shadow women and child development minister, shadow home minister, shadow defense minister. That will be better for the country. Why not do that? Okay. So what is this business of jumping in?
Tausif, just respond to that very quickly. Tehseen is saying this is a hit job. And it's a hit job that is essentially hitting your own alliance at the worst time possible.
No, that's one way to look at it. I do not agree with that. All the issues have to be taken up. One cannot be said, or this is more priority than the other. I mean, the winter session hardly has started and it will end very soon. And just to say that, okay, you wait, we will take your leadership issue later on. Let us first focus on the Parliament and the Adani issue, and other issues will take a backseat. I mean, that's just playing, handing over a lollipop. Is that what I'll feel? How long does it take for anyone to organize one meeting? If all the suggestions that has come from Tehseen, how long will it take to set up an agenda and meeting with those agenda? 1 hour. 1 hour meeting, and there can be consensus. So instead of blaming others, Congress being the largest,
Faizan, just
can
come in
own
here.
up to this.
As national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, I want to ask you whether the TMC's suggestion pitching Mamata Banerjee as the face and the leader of the India Bloc alliance is something that the Samajwadi Party is willing to consider as an ally. Because the TMC is very clear, we are better than the Congress at this job.
See, Samajwadi Party right now is focusing on the Sambal issue, and we believe that everybody in the alliance, every leader is important, every leader is capable, everybody can lead the alliance. And what is more important, Shreya, right now, is questioning the Bharatiya Janata Party wherever it is going wrong. We might be having our own unique priorities, but the core ideology remains the same. The India alliance remains intact. Our job is to question the Bharatiya Janata Party wherever it is going wrong. And unfortunately, I'll say, due to the bad policies of Bharatiya Janata Party and its incompetence, there are a gamut of issues that we can question Bharatiya Janata Party for. So we'll continue trying to uphold the Constitution, to protect the Constitution, to work to protect the rights of the
Mr. Kidwai,
marginalized societies.
Mr.
The
Kidwai,
PDA.
this is not the Bharatiya Janata Party's problem. This is a
Yes, of
problem of
course.
the India alliance, where one
No,
big
this is not a
ally,
problem.
that is the Congress party, holds this protest against the Adani bribe scandal, and the
Yeah,
Samajwadi Party and the TMC don't show up. Then for the
No,
last
no.
5 days, TMC spokespersons are going to every news channel to say that, look, Mamata Didi is the one who should be leading the alliance, not the Congress party. उनको देखो वो तो अपने election एक के बाद एक हार रहे हैं. So this is not a problem of the BJP, or this is not a problem created by the BJP. This is a problem that is being created within your own alliance.
No, Shreya. See, a spokesperson, would you ask them, is this the party line? Has their top leadership asked them to say this? Because, see, there would be spokesperson, and as I said, every party, like I'm from Samajwadi Party, I would want my leader to lead. I would want my leader to become the prime minister. But for the larger good, when different parties come together, and the core ideology is the same, Shreya, everybody has to make compromises. There have to be certain sacrifices which the coalition partners have to make. There has to be consensus. There has to be certain. Yeah.
If the core
you
ideology
interrupted me.
was
You
the
were saying
same,
something.
then the Aam Aadmi Party would not be going into the Delhi elections on its own. Then the TMC would not be going into the West Bengal elections on its own. The fact is that there is no core ideology that binds the India Bloc alliance. It is only, many people will say, at least the BJP claims, that it is only electoral compulsions that bind these various regional parties together. This can be one argument that is made, but Advocate Anmol Panwar,
let me just,
as spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, give me a minute. If a suggestion is coming from the TMC, and this is not just a suggestion, and it's a good point that is being raised by Faizan. He's saying that how do we know this is Mamata Banerjee is doing? Maybe her spokespersons are working like loose cannons and saying whatever is coming to their mouth. But the fact is, this has been said multiple times now over a period of time by multiple TMC spokespersons. So clearly, the clearance has come from Mamata Banerjee herself. I want to ask you, is Mamata Banerjee more acceptable to the Aam Aadmi Party as the face and leader of the India Bloc alliance than the Congress party, which right now more or less leads this alliance just by virtue of being, the single largest party in the alliance?
Shreya ji, firstly, coalition is among the equals. It's all the regional and national parties which come together to raise the issues of the people of the country. And secondly, as far as Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, it is irrelevant for us as to who plays the big brother. Our party stands apart with a singular focus, that is governance and welfare of people. And our priority is to deliver world-class services in areas like health, education, water, and electricity. But there's no denying the fact that the Congress has pushed itself to the brink of irrelevance today. I mean, people don't even, as of now, people are not even bothered. Their presence or absence don't even make any difference to the people because they're disconnected from the ground realities. And this is for the Congress to introspect. But as far as alliance is concerned, our focus had always been the welfare of people and will remain so in the future as well.
Okay. Tehseen, now how do you respond to that? It is not just the TMC. The Samajwadi Party is making no commitment. The Aam Aadmi Party is saying the Congress has been reduced to irrelevance. So essentially, the Congress Party may be calling this suggestion a joke. the allies are saying, no, it may be worth considering and considering seriously because of the way the Congress has gone in the last few elections. Because after all, in elections, in politics, you're as good as your last election, both of which the Congress party has lost.
Again, if they are out of the Sheesh Mahal dreams and the 15 lakh commode ideas, let us just come to the reality. India Alliance is federal parties and a couple of national parties that have come together on a national level. So, for example, in West Bengal, Congress will fight with TMC. In Delhi, they will fight with I.N.D.I.A party, but on a national level, they will be together. Let's assume, and they'll fight in Punjab. Now, let's assume that the I.N.D.I.A party wins Delhi or Congress wins Delhi in the assembly elections. Whoever wins, they will be anti-BJP. That's the India Alliance. Now, it doesn't have a formal structure except a national structure. If you do want to add it, whether it takes 1 hour, 1 minute, or 1 year, please call a meeting and structure it. That's what people have been saying. Tell me, Shreya, now let me ask you, for all the wisdom that they're giving on your show, all these spokespersons are giving you wisdom, ask them, is there a formal office of the India Alliance? Have you, Shreya, as an executive editor, got one communication from India Alliance? The only thing these people came together was boycott this one, boycott that one. Has there been one communication? First, do that. Have a secretariat. कुछ किया नहीं. I'm again going back to the मुहावरा. गांव बसा नहीं, लुटेरे आ गए. भाई गांव तो बसाओ, गांव में शीश महल मत बनाओ. No.
अरे तो नहीं तहसीन, the point is that may exactly be the point, and this is what a TMC leader is saying. The fact is you don't have a face for the India Alliance against a Prime Minister Modi. And when people are not clear about who the face is of the India Alliance, obviously there are going to be electoral troubles because people will say, "Hum vote kiske liye kar rahe hain? Kaun banna hai?" Because presidential style elections now, at least general elections are presidential style elections. You want to know who your Prime Minister is going to be.
I agree with you. So let me ask you. Let me reverse this. I agree with you. Let Mamata ji be the face. But if Mamata ji, why not Arvind ji? Let Arvind ji be the face. If Arvind ji, why not Akhilesh ji? Let Akhilesh ji be the face. If Akhilesh ji, why not Rahul ji? Let Rahul ji be the face. If Rahul ji, why not Uddhav ji? So there are so many faces. We have to come together on policy. Now, I'll end in 10 seconds. On the Waqf issue, you ask Aam Aadmi Party what is their stand? You have Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray group, what is their stand? They will not have a stand. You don't have a clarity on the stand of your own political party and what to take in parliament where you're together. You're coming and you want to be the face. I am saying, why not Arvind Ji as a face? I have no problem. He's a great administrator. But why not Mamata ji? Now you ask this Aam Aadmi Party leader, is he okay with Mamata ji? You ask Mamata ji's party leader, Tausif, if he's okay with Aam Aadmi Party. They all want it for themselves. Rahul Gandhi is the only person who's saying, I am not interested in any post. Please come ahead and at least take a post. And again, I'm asking, why not Akhilesh ji? Is Akhilesh ji not competent? He's very competent. He's young. He speaks well. He's fluent. Why not Akhilesh ji? So they don't have a clarity.
All the talk about the strike rate, Mamata Banerjee's strike rate, of course, has been 100 out of 100 against Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has won 2 back-to-back elections. But the fact is that there are other chief ministers in the alliance who have done the same.
Yes.
For example, Mr. Stalin has done exactly the same.
Why not Mr. Stalin?
Mr. Soren has done exactly the same.
Mr. Soren?
Yeah.
So why not Mr. Soren? Why not Mr. Stalin? So why?
Why not Arvind Kejriwal? He's done the same as well.
Which is what I said.
Both elections against Prime Minister Modi. But let's just.
So they just want.
Let's get in.
They are just scoring brownie points while Parliament are on and helping the BJP. Don't do this. Don't help the BJP. Pin the BJP.
Okay,
I'm not saying Adani is the main issue. I agree with you.
Shreya,
Dr. Tayal, as a BJP spokesperson, आपको बड़ा मजा आ रहा होगा. ये लोग तो खुली लड़ाई कर रहे हैं.
Oh, as McDonald's would
कोई
say,
नहीं लड़ा.
So, what is interesting here, one term which I'm a fan of Tosin, because he comes out with very wonderful phrases. He came out with a phrase that this is a very federal alliance. Because, I mean, it's such a cute name for something. It is it's a put together of power-hungry people, period. Who don't have a common ideology. Common ideology was given by Tausif, who said, our ideology is to defeat BJP. Period. I want to come in power. I've been out of power for too long. So, period, that is the ideology, which is what you rightly said. But, if I have a common ideology, but I am okay with Delhi, but I'm not okay with Punjab. I'm not okay in West Bengal, but because I don't have a presence pan-India, I'm okay with being in the coalition pan-India. What is that about? So the basic issue, I think, what we are missing is Mamata Banerjee is 69 years old. And if the next time, she wants that the next time, 5 years later, she should be pitched as the PM, because if at 74 she is not pitched as the PM, then it may really be too late to wait for 79. And that is the crux of the problem. Tosif also said she's been there, done that, she's been CM, she's been everything. PM is the only thing waiting. Now that is true with most of them. But if Rahul is not going to be PM, why does Rahul need the rest of them? So that is the crux of the problem, and we are going all over, but we're not addressing this idea. Plain and simple is, I want to be PM and project me as PM. Nobody wants to yield that space. Nobody's talking about the country. Nobody's talking about development. It is me and myself alone.
Okay, Tausif Ahmed Khan, since you're representing the TMC on the show, you spoke about Mamata Banerjee's strike rate. You said that every time Modi has been pitched against her, she has scored a sixer. I agree with you, she has, the last 2 times. But if that is going to be the criteria, so has Arvind Kejriwal in Delhi, so has Mr. Stalin in Tamil Nadu, and so has Mr. Hemant Soren in Jharkhand. So if on that basis, Mamata Banerjee can raise her hand and pitch herself, so can the others?
No, if we compare other leaders, if you're comparing chief ministers, yes, other chief ministers who have had a strike rate closer to Trinamool. But if we're talking particularly about Mamata Banerjee, she's one of the tallest leaders in the country. She has a mass leader. You see, the problem with India Alliance, what we see, is that they are doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different result. This year also, the same thing like last election as well. So India Alliance, the name itself to the alliance was given by Mamata Banerjee herself. She has a plan. She has as a formula how to win the election and how to run the government, and she has shown that in West Bengal. She has
but she doesn't have a pan-India presence,
as a secular leader and a long.
She has 29 MPs in the Lok Sabha. But Mr. Tausif Ahmed Khan, look at the numbers. She has 29 MPs in the Lok Sabha. The Congress has 99. Does Mamata Banerjee have pan-India appeal? I want to ask you that question.
She does have a pan-India appeal, subject to Congress approving over it, because no doubt Congress remains the largest opposition party. So it is for the Congress who has to introspect and see if Mamata Banerjee must lead the opposition. Unless Congress allows that, how will Mamata Banerjee with around 34 seats can lead the opposition? Therefore, the Congress has to play the role of a big brother and allow someone with a smaller number of seats, but a huge number of experience and political experience and mass appeal to take the charge forward. The duty is upon Congress party with the largest number of seats to allow the smaller party, a regional leader, to take the national space, because given the kind of life she has led and her political struggle and her the accolades that she has received everywhere across the party, unless Congress agrees to it, it is not possible. And we'll continue to do the same thing again and again, and allowing BJP to win. We have to change. Unless we change the way we are going in elections, unless we bring a face, we cannot expect a different result. It's as logical, as simple as that.
Faizan Kidwai, do you agree with that?
But
Faizan Kidwai, as an important part of the India Alliance, do you agree with that?
Agree with what? Sorry. Agree with what? So, there was some audio glitch.
Agree with what Tausif Ahmed Khan of the TMC is saying. He's saying that you need to have a strong face to fight Modi in the coming elections, and that face can only be Mamata Banerjee.
See,
do you think it is the right time to pitch for her, given the fact that Parliament is on, and this open bickering is what is grabbing headlines instead of the opposition's agenda?
See, as a spokesperson of Samajwadi Party, I would request all the parties right now to focus on questioning Bharatiya Janata Party, especially there's a very big issue in Sambhal in Uttar Pradesh, and Bharatiya Janata Party is upping this communal agenda of its. So rather than fighting amongst ourselves or questioning each other, which Bharatiya Janata Party will use for its benefit by saying that, see, they are fighting amongst themselves. And to Bharatiya Janata Party, I would say, what is your equation with Eknath Shinde right now? You should be more worried. Don't worry about India Alliance. Eknath Shinde is very unhappy with you. And we all have seen what your opinion was for Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. You used to call him Bhallal Dev. You used to say, don't vote for Modi. You going with the PDP, whom you said who was sympathetic towards Afzal Guru. So is BJP, at that time was BJP pro-separatist, so as they partied with the PDP, and then later on for their political benefits they left the Akali Dal threw them out because they were against the farmers.
But you have to, I'll give you 20 seconds. Since everyone is on a muhavara mode this evening, even I have one. शीशे के घरों में रहने वाले दूसरों के घरों पे पत्थर नहीं फेंकते. Essentially, that is what the Samajwadi Party spokesperson is saying कि आप अपना महाराष्ट्र में घर संभाल लीजिए, हमको छोड़िए. We'll handle our own problems.
Correct.
So मुहावरे श्रेया बड़े अच्छे आ रहे हैं. For example, what was said earlier by Tawseef, that if the Congress agrees, which reminds me that the meek shall rule the earth if it is okay by the mighty. So, and also saying, if I'm not going to be the prime minister, I'd rather rule the hell that I have created than to serve in the heaven which Modi has made. So muhavre anyway, but all of them are waiting, and they need to. Another muhavra, last one, कि कोई किसी को राज ना दे है, जो ले है निज बल से ले है, जिसने निज बल था उसने ले लिया. Don't beg each other, try to do something about it.
All right, we'll leave it there for the moment. Dr. Tayal, good to have you on the show. Tehseen, thank you very much. You are joining us for our next debate as well. Tawseef Ahmed Khan, thank you very much. Faizan Kidwai, thank you very much. And Advocate Anmol Panwar, thank you very much for joining us as well.